I'm a physician by training. I never thought that I'll find my inspiration for career change at Barnes & Noble. Being a physician in early 2000 had a great advantage. You work for 24 hours, you get to go home for 24 hours. And you may wonder, how can that be an advantage? The reason is that I was in the middle of my medical training. I was doing medical residency. I also was in the middle of doing a graduate degree in finance. With both these degrees, I still was not fulfilled. I wanted to work in biotechnology industry. I wanted to work in a place where I could take the new technology, new ideas, and bring them to market. In order to do that, I had to go and meet people who work in the industry. And the best way to meet people was to do the 24 hours call, go home, change, and wear the normal clothes instead of hospital scrubs and actually go and meet people. When I met people, I always had great conversation. Every meeting would lead to a great initial discussion until a point where they will ask this question, Shalabh, have you ever done this before? The answer to that question was always, no. If you give me a chance, I can surely do it. And to that, the response was that, nice try, kid, but we're looking for someone who has done this before. And that continued on and on until one day I walk into a networking event at Yale Club in New York City, Midtown Manhattan. I meet an executive, let's call him Steve. Steve is sitting in the corner having a glass of wine. I start the same usual discussion. Things are going well. In my heart, I'm dreading for that question to come. This time around, Steve didn't ask that question. He asked a different question. He asked Shalabh, will you be able to do this? What he wanted me to do was to write an IND application, initial new drug application for the FDA meeting. I became so happy as I'm walking back to my apartment. I'm elated, excited. Finally, I made it. Until that night when I go to sleep, I realized, no, actually, I have to do it. Next day, I go to the hospital and I'm thinking to myself, how do I write the protocol? I was given 3 days. This is the time, way back in time, when internet did not have everything. As I'm walking through Union Square, I see a Barnes & Noble. I go through travel section, fiction, nonfiction. Finally, at the one end of the corner, I find a book that talks about how to write clinical trial protocol. I grabbed that book as a source or secret to my life success. Next several hours, I sat down and wrote all the notes that I could take like a maniac. At the end of 3 days, I had put together a proposal, sent it to Steve. That meeting, that part led me to find my first breakthrough or first career in biotech. So when I think about this whole experience, one of the things I learned from this was being resourceful. Resourcefulness comes from within. It helps you to find new solutions for the problems that you're facing. At Unicisive, we face challenges every day. There are new types of challenges, and every time I think about challenges, I go back within and look for resourcefulness. That helps us to find new opportunities, new solutions.